Okay, okay, guys, it's Pyro Bucket. I just realized I just literally just discovered that Cascadia Flare afflicts when you yourself inflict a status effect. So I have my fire beam down there, right? Cascadia Flare is this number. It keeps refreshing, which means there's still fires being procced. And the Pyrana Prime, keep in mind, this thing has a dog shit status chance. I'll just show you right now, because I can't get a kill off this thing. It's so unbelievably ass. I'm running Scorch, I'm running Sure Shot, Diffusion, and I'm still at a 9% per projectile on 25 multi. Oh, that's actually not that bad, but on Cascadia Flare, that's disgusting. However, Uriel with his Infernalis proccing and keeping up on Cascadia Flare kind of makes this thing pretty crazy. Maybe with like maybe this thing is like a little bit more gun buffing, but like, hey, I mean, at least we know that Cascadia Flare can be kept up from just this. I actually had this may have been discovered prior. I actually had no clue, but I mean, I gotta get this out there. This is crazy. This is crazy. It probably works on other things too. Maybe the Yucky Core, for example. I don't know. Oh, that and I'm running Bulwark, but I'm pretty sure that just affects primaries. Yeah, I'm semi sure. Well, that's still good damage. It's still keeping up Flare with no issues, even though Akikor has no issues keeping up Flare whatsoever. But I mean, hey, that makes mediocre weapons that can inflict status, like the Pyrana Prime. Well, the Pyrana Prime inflict actual damage. Now hold on, about the Pyrana Prime, I really like this thing. It's just I can't use it anywhere really, because if I want to use like a dual hitting weapon, I'll just use a Felarx, or like a dual wield weapon like this thingy, like sorry, a dual wield pistol. I'll just use a Felarx, right, and then just incarnon mode. If I want to use something that's like more rapid fire and doesn't do shotgun mods, and I'll take the Coda Torsico, right? But this thing, it's dual fire mode, but like none of those are shotguns except for the Felarx, but that's like more of a wave than it really is a shotgun. So this thing, like actually keeping up like damage and hitting flare is kind of crazy. If you get 3 kills and 3 quick suppression, then you get like an extra Pyrana for a limited amount of time, and if you keep that up in a crowd, which is 100% possible, then I mean, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna really quickly just test this out. Let me just swap over my build real quick. And yeah, because this isn't really a build. I didn't really have I didn't really have time to think about what I was gonna say. But this is just like an all-rounder Uriel build. I'm running more strength, range, efficiency's out of the question, and the shards on me are doing more duration. Is a bit of a relatively high investment, but I mean, it works. I'm running Steel Charge for just the extra polarity. And because it's a gun buffer, I might as well just be using my Ripkas as well when I can. Flow for the energy, Equilibrium to take advantage of Katanak, I think what it's called. No, it's Gulfagor. Yeah, take advantage of Gulfagor. Infernalis because I mean Flare. Remedium because healing. Roar because I was originally just gonna use in the Infernalis Meteor instead. But I mean it worked. I mean if it works, it works. And then yeah, Brimstone. It's just Brimstone. Yeah, I actually did not expect to be for that to work. I mean this is why we have the simulacrum, I guess. But yeah. If I die in this mission, it's probably because I don't really have a good build planned out on this, and I think other than Roar, I think on Uriel specifically, I think maybe Nourish is a better option. But yeah, I'm gonna mute and put on music and just do a 5-minute survival. If that fails and I abort early, I'll just tell you guys that if it's worth it or not.
accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
They've just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. Ready for a capsule. Capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. Support incoming. Is now available.
strike. Strike.
Okay, that went better than I expected, honestly. I expected the thing to do like no damage, but I mean, as you can see, it did more than it expected. Yeah, that's the Pyrana Prime, by the way. That thing was released along with Limbo Prime back in the day. Um, that is one of my favorite weapons, and I finally found out how to make it useful in Steel Path. And you saw it screwing up that Acolyte. I think maybe one thing I would change about this build is maybe swap off Roar for, surprise, surprise, more Nourish. Specifically because of the advantage that viral procs can take over the insane amount of slash this thing does. Under certain scenarios, this thing does more slash than it does heat. Okay, yeah, just do a slash build. Just do a slash build. That and maybe form on some galvanized shot to take advantage of the extra heat you're gonna be doing with Uriel. And I don't, if there's anything to take away, I guess. No, that's it. Maybe Gunslinger too, because I can't fit in the other thing. But yeah, yeah. Jesus Christ, this thing is crazy. I mean, obviously it wasn't that crazy considering, hey, it's a Pyrana Prime, and it only got 620 kills in like what 7 minutes, but like, it's still above average for this, dare I say, mediocre weapon. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was actually crazy. I yeah, I'll maybe touch up on it a bit more tomorrow, because it is 3 a.m. on Christmas Eve, and I have a family, so yeah. Later, masturbators.